Hey, welcome back YouTubers to a much and long awaited video for the hashtag TTH channel, Tabletop Hobbies Terrain Technician. I do apologize, guys, my fellow followers and viewers, for the delays. Long story short, to catch you guys up, I basically went through life from one job to another one. It was not a normal changeover. It was more of a much needed changeover. Basically went from a job where I had absolutely no life balance to one where I've got a bit more of a life. Basically mental health and health in general started being affected, so I had to make a decision, and then I basically focused on a lot of miniature painting, catching up on the hobby, but not a lot of terrain. So let's dive into what we have in front of us. So long story short, guys, to catch you up, apart from the job bit now I've just done, I've now been thinking about my next terrain project. I've been doing a lot of wargaming planning lately, and I unfortunately don't do 28mm bolt action historical wargaming anymore. I'm now solely sticking to 15mm. Why I personally feel 15mm is a lot more fun. Yes, it is a little bit of a nightmare to paint sometimes, but you can create larger armies, and I just love the scale. And actually with bolt action itself, if you played in 15mm with Flames of War and Team Yankee models, it actually makes more sense. You can do a lot bigger battles. Your ranges in terms of artillery shots or like anti-tank guns, they actually make more sense. And you can fit a lot more onto the table and enjoy group games. So those of you following the channel that do Flames of War, Team Yankee, bolt action, I ask you, please give it a try. I know there's battle group rules out there as well, which is a lot of fun, but if you haven't already, try 15mm bolt action. It's a lot of fun. So let's dive into it. So I've been planning out my next build, which you can see very roughly in front of you guys. This isn't going to be a major video because I've literally just started the planning. So basically I found these at a what do you call it, at like a stationery shop, which are actually coin boxes. So there's the coin slit underneath, there's a slat that goes in here and you can open it. But now, being a wargamer and a bit cursed, you look at this, and I don't know about you guys, but that looks like a bunker to me. Blockhouse bunker, whatever you want to call it, with the potential of a flak turret on top. Let me know down in the comments if you think I'm wrong or right. So I looked at a couple of these, and my first initial plan was to make a sort of width sized along the gaming tables, because the tables a lot of the time we play on are 40 by 60. So to make a width-wise, basically beachhead, bunker, salt type terrain. I've done D-Day terrain before. Those of you who followed my channel will know the D-Day bolt action table, which I built for 28mm. And then I've played a bunch of group D-Day games where you have makeshift terrain. So I thought, you know what, if I do this, while it is going to be a lot of fun to make, it's going to be a once-off. I'll probably only use the terrain once in a while when we do a D-Day themed game. So I thought, let's take it to the next step. Let's build something that you don't often see. I mean, look, I could be wrong, guys. The sources I've been looking at online, Facebook, on Google, with 15mm wargaming, miniature wargaming, I don't see a lot of them. So let's dive into it. I'm planning on doing a hill. Now, there's a very, really rough drawing going on. I had to do the squares first because I'm dealing in square shapes, and then I'll naturally curve and mold and hill and that. But my rough idea is I want to make quite a large hill, quite a big centerpiece for a wargame. The hill I've chosen, well, it's going to be Hill 400. Now, I know that's not an accurate depiction. It's just for wargaming purposes. It's the way I've laid it out. But I've chosen the Battle of Hurtgen Forest and the Battle of Hill 400 because it was during the Hurtgen Forest battle, an assault on Aachen, where the hill came into its own. Particularly with the second Rangers. Those of you that have played Call of Duty 2 will know that very well. It was depicted in there as well. And then also the general assault on Hitler's West Wall. I could be wrong, guys. I'm trying to remind myself as I go along of the details and research that I did. But the Americans suffered quite a heavy casualty amount on this battle, particularly to the terrain itself and how dedicated the German defenders were, because now this was the assault on the homeland. So very large battle, and I figured it'll make a good group game. So my plan is these bunkers, I've been doing the research. The hill had a lot of pull boxes and things and defenses, but I want to basically embed these somehow into each side of the hill with a little path running all the way to the top. So the way I see it, guys, is this hill, if I can, depending on the sources and material I can get of the foam, but this hill will, my idea and the way I'd like to would be if I can sort of get it to about where my hand is here, which is slightly above the height of these. I might have to chop these down. I'm not sure yet. So just in terms of logistics and tools, so here in South Africa, in terms of this hobby, we have a few very good shops for terrain and for model railroad creation, where they sell foam and terrain tools and things like that, which are a big help. The one thing, guys, I still for the life of me don't know why it is so hard to find here, is hot wire cutters. Those of you overseas, I know you guys have access to them in pretty much every stationary hobby tool shop you've got. Here, for some reason, it's not very well known. But those of you watching that are from South Africa, drop a comment down below and let me know if I'm wrong. Maybe there's a shop you guys know about that sells them. If you do, please let me know. Because particularly for a hill of this scale, a hot wire cutter would be an absolute dream to use on this. Unfortunately, I don't have one. I'm struggling to find one, so I'm going to have to use the normal card paper blade cutters, whatever you call them. So, rough drawing. My next few videos, like the D-Day build, are going to be progress. So please follow me in the next few videos for the next few updates. I've even been doing the research and that and doing like a rough. So the town of Bergstein was there. Sorry, just getting to the camera to focus. And then Hill 400 there. So I've decided this is my build I want to go for. I'm hoping it's going to come out the way I want it to. I'm going to have to get terrain as along the way. I have ordered more foam. I'm going to have to try and source a thicker piece, maybe to break the middle, because if I carry on with these thin pieces, I mean, it's going to take me quite a while. But this foam is quite soft, so it is quite nice to carve. But so far, guys, I know this isn't much of a video. There isn't much staring at you right now, but this is the planning. So hopefully tomorrow, if the foam arrives, I'll be able to do a lot more, get some stuff glued down and some more planning. But apologies, guys, I am doing this with a little bout of flu, so bear with me. But the plan is to have the road sort of coming from that side round, slightly start elevating, going around, elevating, and eventually ending up on top with ways of play. So it won't just be for the gaming purposes. It won't just be like some of these terrain pieces we see where there's a little bit of a hill or something. Once you get to the base of this hill, you will start having to fight for it, which is how I need to sort of play. Because those of you that know Flames of War miniatures, the bases are about this big for a squad. So I'll need to build certain places where it's flat enough to play. I'd love to do a full-sized Hill 400, but then I would need a table probably the size of this room. So this is more or less going to be the size, which I'm hoping is going to be big enough. But once I start adding more foam, we'll see. So guys, be sure to check out the next video after this. I am going to be doing a range of videos of progress and how I get. So keep liking the channel. I'm nearly at 500 subs. I know it's taken forever, and I have been offline for a while, but the channel, I tell you guys, is still very much active. It's just obviously life and work and responsibilities get in the way, so I'll try and start being as active on the site as possible. But other than that, guys, thanks for the video. First of 2025, let's kick it off with a great project. Like I said, not much in front of you here, but it will be soon revealed what, hopefully, if this build goes the way I think it's going to go, and then we'll have a nice big Hill 400 battle terrain piece in front of you. Otherwise, keep liking the channel, guys. Hashtag TTH. Follow it, like it, check the other videos out, and of course, let me know in the comments what you think, what I could add, what I can do. And then also if there's, of tools or other shops where I can add to this, let me know. As always, thanks guys, leave a like and see you in the next video.